Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sonam Brinchin, and I am very excited about what we're going to do today. Today I'm gonna start my Python tutorial series. Wow, and this is video lesson number 1. Excited, right? Alright, but before we start, let us look at what Python is. Python is a programming language, which was pretty obvious, and it was created by Guido van Rossum and was published on 1991. It is quite young compared to other languages, and also it is one of the most popular programming language in the world. Now, what can Python be used for? Python can be used for many things, a lot of things, but in particular, the most popular usage of Python would be web development, software development, web applications, machine learning softwares. These 4 is the most popular. Then next on, there are 700 languages in the world, and why should you choose Python? You should choose Python because Python is compatible in most of the devices. For example, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and etc. It is compatible on most of the devices. Also, syntaxes of Python are very simple. It is very similar to English. And the last point is, it is very efficient. It lets developers write out functions in a few lines, unlike other languages. How can you install Python? Now, how you install Python is by going to the official Python site, which is python.org. So when you visit that site, it will look something like this, and then you have to go to the downloads menu and download the latest version, which is Python 3.8.3. So you click on that button and an automatic download will start on your computer. Now, before we jump on to our next topic, I just want to say a few things. So I just want to request you guys to visit my blog, because I have posted my first ever book review. So I've started my book review journey with this Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which is the number one in the series of Harry Potter books. So I've started out with this, and because how could I not, right? It is one of the best books in the history of books. So do check it out. Alright, now moving on. Like we learned in HTML, there are also a lot of text editors in Python as well. But before we because just now, in a few more lessons, we'll be learning only basic codes. So that's why we'll be learning the terminal or the text editor, which comes built in the Python software we're gonna download. So it will come built in, and it will look somewhat like this. So now you can try coding some stuff. Yeah, so it will look somewhat like this. Then, but I just wanted to introduce you guys to some text editors for Python. So I'll give you a bit some examples. So PyCharm, Anaconda, Sublime Text, Notepad++, Jupyter Notebook. These are one of the most popular text editors used for Python programming. Alright, now here comes the best part. We are going to code or write our first code or our first Python syntax, which will be the print function. Guess what it will do? It's obvious, isn't it? It will print stuffs. So I'll just give you a demo on how it works. So now I'll zoom in a bit so you guys can see. Then alright, so I'll just do that. There's the error. Alright, now let's use the print function. Open the bracket, and like HTML, quotation marks, then close the bracket. Alright, let's not start with hello world, right? That's the most common, so I'm not gonna start hello world. I'm gonna start with Kuzuzangpo. Kuzuzangpo, which means hello in Dzongkha, my native language. So print Kuzuzangpo, and then let's run it. So how you run in this type of terminal is just by pressing enter. So enter, and then Kuzuzangpo is printed. Now, yeah, we learned our first Python syntax. So I have one more interesting topic for you guys, which is variables. Variables, as you have learned in maths, is a letter or somewhat like a word, something like x, y, you learned it right. You learned it right. Algebra, x and y. So we assign particular words or numbers to that letter. So now we take it as, for example, I'll just give you an example like this one. So in this one, we have told the computer that x equals to 5. So which means that from next, if you say, how old are you? Let's say I'm 5 years old. So if a person asks me how old are you, I'll say x, because he already knows that x is 5. So that's what variable is. And variable is very common in Python. I'll give you some examples of how variables are used in Python. So the first example will be x equals to 5, print x. X equals to 5, so print x. Sorry, that was a mistake. So x equals to 5, so print x. Let's just try to run it. X equals to 5. Now we told the computer that x equals to 5. Then let's tell the computer to print x. So in this, like when we use variables, you don't have to use the quotation marks, because we're not telling the computer to just like literally print x, not 5. So we're just gonna tell the computer that print x, print what is assigned to the x. So the computer will print 5. That's it. And then a little more interesting, I wanna teach you guys how you can do maths with variables. So I'll use the same example on this one. So I'll say let's say x equals to 10, right? X equals to 10, and then y, 7. Y equals to 5. Let's say y equals to 5. Now, if you are not really good in maths, I'm not saying you're like bad in maths, but if you're like comparatively you don't know how to do addition, you can tell the computer to do it. Easy, right? So we have told the computer that x equals to 10 and y equals to 5, and you have a question on your maths notebook that solves 10 plus 5. Now how you can do that is by first using the print function, open bracket, x plus y. So the computer knows that x is 10 and y is 5, so it will add it and it will give us the answer. The answer is 15, is it? It is, right? The answer is 15. So yes, you can do maths on Python. So you can use variables to do maths. And now that's it for today. So today we introduced ourselves to Python. We learned a few history of Python, which was boring, I guess. And then we learned what Python is used for and why Python out of 700 programming languages. And also we learned how to install Python, and we learned some text editors, and we also learned our first function and also what variable is and how to use variables in Python. And one very interesting thing we learned today is doing maths with variables. And for today, I have a homework for you guys. You don't have to submit to me, you can just practice for yourself. So write a paragraph about yourself using the print function. And then the second question will be solve 15 plus 15 minus 10 using variables, not like random maths. Just use variables and solve it. It will be quite fun. So that's it, and the last thing I gotta say is thank you for listening to me, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel.